Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Morgan Phenix coming to you from Stanley, Virginia. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's Memorial Day weekend as well, and I hope you're having a good time with family and friends. Quick recap on the week past. Journal article critiques are coming in just beautifully. I want to thank you for looking carefully for peer-reviewed journal articles, and things are going well. Look in the markup, any comments that I might have had on what you've done there. Likewise with discussion board, please check my comments. I do want to encourage you to be sure to have the 300 words for your initial post and 200 words for each of the replies. And long quotes don't count in the word count. I do want to remind you that reference adds authority to your good voice, and be sure that you include reference in both the post and the replies. And also remember, the response is to a classmate. Make it personal. It's not an essay that you're posting about a particular subject. Alrighty, for week 3, the Diverse School Proposal Part 1. Okay, it's a one-page document that you're going to produce this week, and it's your idea for your final project. I would hope that by now you have something in mind, and you're basically going to propose something. You're going to list the demographics and the need for your project. It can be an entire school. Okay, as Jason Hilgeman did, because there was no schooling available for the children from the cane fields in the Dominican Republic. So he said he's going to build a school. It could be a very specific, very, very focused project within a school because of a particular need, okay, a particular need for a particular demographic. Make sure that this is a diversity issue and a leadership issue. Okay, one page only, double-spaced, and stay away from the cliches. The cliches like, I'm going to build a school where all students can succeed. If that's not our fundamental purpose anyway, but that should not be the basis of your program. Alrighty? Now, very, very briefly, for students who work ahead on things, I'm just going to give you a couple of very, very brief notes on the case study number 1, which will be in week 4. So we're looking ahead a week, but for those of you who are who work ahead typically, please don't submit this until you see the full video presentation on the case study number 1, which will be next week, week 4. For week 4. Okay, but it is basically a 2-page summary document here that you will read, and there's a thesis question here. Is this child mislabeled? It's the case of Serge Ramanic, a Serbian student that doesn't speak any English, and he is evaluated and eventually found to be learning disabled. Okay, and the question is, was he assessed properly, and was he identified properly as learning disabled? That's basically the issue, and it's only about Serge Ramanic and the scenario here. You're not doing any outside research of any kind, no reference from anywhere, and you don't have to cite this document because this is a course document. You're going to read the first 2 pages here and summarize them. That's the first part of the case study number 1. It's a 1-page summary, or maximum 2-page summary of what you've read here. Okay, about the various players involved, about what they did and how it came out, the testing, that kind of thing. Then you're going to do a SWOT, which is a 1 to 1.5 page maximum, SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats. I would not use the quadrant format that is typical for a SWOT. I would use an outline format like this, okay? And you're going to list 3 or 4 or 5 strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and just briefly. For example, Serge Ramanic doesn't speak any English. That is not a weakness. That is a fact, okay? And that provides us with some opportunities. And the question is, the strength would be the nature of the program that they had ready to go for him. The weakness would be the fact that they didn't have one. It's one or the other, okay? And the threat would be that if there was nobody on site that had any ideas about doing anything about foreign kids that don't speak English, that would be a big threat in my school. But that's not necessarily the case here at all. And then finally, a 1-page statement of the case recommendations, the things that you would do, and you go back to your SWOT. Anything that's a weakness or a threat, that's going to be part of your recommendations for sure. And here's what you do, and use action words. I would set up this, I would establish that, I would stop doing such and such, that kind of a thing. Okay, 1 page. So the whole thing is only 4 pages, and only the summary is sort of an essay format, but it's an essay based only on the facts that are given to you in the scenario. But more on that next week. Alrighty, I hope things are going well. Any questions, please get them to me in the Ask Dr. Phenix column, or send me an email. And I try to send things back to you so that you can all have basically the same information. Hope things are going well, and be in touch if you have any questions. And we'll see you next time then, Lord willing. Bye-bye.